Howdy there, YouTube. Now I'm just a poor kid from the 80s, but I had every one of these sets back then, and it was one of my favorite toys. And I still have them. It's a big bucket now. But I went to a swap meet where my parents live, and I found almost all of the sets in the boxes. Is that incredible or what? So, I'll just take you through what I got here. And this was 10 bucks for the whole shebang here. Of course, in Pennsylvania, where my parents live, things are a lot cheaper just in general. So you can't really compare prices to where I live here in California. But anyway, just kind of refresh your memory of what these boxes and stuff used to look like and kind of how they used to come. This is the power unit. It has the power pack so that you can drive things. I think I might go through these, and since I have another whole set, sort of, I'm going to put these back together as a complete units, I think, and just leave them in these boxes. The boxes aren't great, but this one's the road rigs. And even the boxes are kind of neat on these. So we got some tape on it. So let's see what this one is. Oh yeah, the helicopter one. This one's cool. And it looks like it's mostly there. I mean, I think I can make up the pieces that are missing because I had these exact sets. I mean, I don't even know if some of these were even played with. I love these things, though. They're great. This is what you, parents, this is what you make your missions and castles for school. When you have to do the California missions, this is what you're making them out of. You put this framework on the inside, and then you cover the outside with foam board. And I'll show you what I did. I still got it because I'm going to turn it in for my next kid. You can bet on that one. So as long as they pick the same mission, you're pretty good. But I mean, look at this thing. 10 bucks for all these? What a deal, man. But like I said, I'm just a poor kid. I still am a poor kid, so when I get stuff like this, it's going to have to be at a yard sale, garage sale, thrift store. Because there's no way I could afford to buy these on eBay. I'm sure they're expensive. I'm sure of it. So let me go grab that mission and just give you a quick peek on how you do that. And then these will just kind of go in my collection, I think. Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet, I must say. Like I said, if you're a kid from the 80s, you remember these because they were the most awesome thing. And of course, the first thing I built with them was an AK. So that just shows you where my mind was as a 7-8-year-old. So I'll go grab that mission real quick. So here we have Mission San Antonio de Padua. This is actually balsa wood. If I were to do this again, I would have definitely used foam board. But it turned out pretty good. This is a kind of a second layer to make it look like the Spanish style, and then this is a piece of just wood, plywood, that I painted. I didn't have a jigsaw at the time I made this, so I didn't cut the top out. I might do that. But you can make it almost exactly the way that the building is. Especially if you have a little model. They sell little models usually at the missions. If you can get one of those, that's good. You can get them on eBay for like a couple dollars. But inside of this thing are these Construx. So I just made a framework out of the Construx, and then I used a hot glue gun and just glued it to it. Just using the pictures and thing as a model, and then I just drew on these shingles. Because as a parent, you know you're basically making this for your kid. Your kid ain't making this. There's no way. There's just no way. They're not making it. So you have to make it. So what I would do is I'd make one of these. Make a permanent one for the oldest, and then hand them down, because chances are the teachers ain't gonna know unless they get the same teacher. And even then, what are the chances they're actually gonna point it out? You've already done the work. So just have the kids pick the same one, then turn the same one in. It's even got authentic 16th century Spanish dust on it at this point. So there you go. A little tip for you parents out there that have to deal with this stupid mission project. I mean, come on. This was like one of the most brutal things that ever happened in this state, was this deal right here. So I don't want to get into any of that, but I don't think we ought to be celebrating any of this.